everyone, today I am going to do a picture out of the Matchstick Mouse Halloween colouring book. I thought it would be fun to have a go at this one. It's got quite a few elements. Obviously we don't have Matchstick Mouse in this picture, but we have the bat, we have some pretty trees and we have candy, so I thought it would be fun. I'm going to use my Derwent Chromaflow. I find they just work really well on this paper. I've used them for quite a few pictures and I just like them on the paper, so that's why I'm going to use them. Excuse my voice, I've still got a bit of a cold. It's getting a lot better. I feel really hot today though, but it's got nothing to do with the cold. But anyway, that's a long story. Let's get started and then I can blar on. I think I'm going to do the body of our bat in a brown and then the wings in black, just to make it a little bit different. So I'm going to start with this one. This is the natural brown. Okay, and I'm going to do the sort of furry bits here. I'm just going to do an up and down stroke like this, and I'm not going to layer it on too hard because I quite like the idea that we've got a few gaps between so we can see a bit of paper through, because I think that makes it look a bit more furry. You have to be a bit careful because excuse me, sometimes when you do this it looks like you haven't coloured it properly, so it's a fine line between looking furry and looking scruffy. But I think sometimes it's in your head. If you think if you know what your intention was, then you can, that's how you imagine it, sort of thing. So I'm fine with this. But anyway, I said that's a long story and I can't remember what the story was. Oh my gosh. But anyway, oh yeah, because it's hot in here, that's right. My decorator was in today doing work on the kitchen. It's taking quite a long time, the decorating, actually. It's a lot of fiddly bits and pieces to do, and we're changing colour quite dramatically, so it takes a lot of covering up. Plus the paint, when he's using masking tape, the paint is pulling all the paint off the wall. It's being a nightmare for him. He's having a struggle, but he's coming back on Monday. It's Friday today. He's coming back on Monday to have another go at it, but he's a bit annoyed because it wasn't working. But I said to him, don't worry, we're not going to worry about it over the weekend, so you mustn't worry about it. He's trying his hardest, poor chappy. He's just not going to plan. But anyway, but it is coming together. You know, you may have guessed, got a decorator in, which means we're getting nearish to the end. There are still some other jobs. Had a bit of a problem with the radiator. I'm just trying to choose the colour for the face and chest. I think I will go for this colour. She says indecisively. This is Golden Sun. I don't think I am going to go for that. I'll use this. This is the burnt sienna. We'll try that. I'm going to use it really lightly because I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm happy with that lightly. So I'm using it by holding it quite far up the pencil on its side and just a really light pressure. And that gives me just a light coating of colour. And also I find when I do this on this Amazon paper, it gives me a slightly rough texture, which I think looks like a really light downy fur. You may struggle to see it, but I really should be colouring it that way because the fur wouldn't go across. But I've started it in this direction now, so I'm going to carry on. But I'm just going to go over it that way a bit because I think the fur would lie that way. Not on the head though, the head would probably go this way. Yeah, I think that's okay. But yes, I put the heating on for him because he's trying to get the paint to dry in between coats, and so we popped it on, and I can't seem to turn it off. This is the Salmon. I turned the thermostat back down, but the radiators are still all hot, so I sort of whacked the temperature up really high to force it on. So I don't really know what's going on. I'm going to have to go and have a look at it again in a minute. So I'm using this for sort of skin tony colour for his, well, pale skin tony colour for his ears and hands and feet. I think it looks quite cute doing it in this sort of light pinkish colour. But this sort of continues into there, like it's, but I'm not going to worry about trying to match that, but I'm going to do the wings in black. There's a lot of black in the picture already, And so we're going to be doing black on black. Now I'm confident that I can make this work. You could decide not to. You could do the wings in brown. You could do them in grey. The grey in the Chromaflow is very light, so it's not going to give me what I want really. But or you could do it in purple or anything, green, orange, red, yellow. So what I'm going to do is apply it quite gently, so you can see here it's quite grey, which is nice with this black. And I'm going to just do an even lightish layer through the rest of the wings at the minute, and then I'm going to add some layers in certain areas after. The good thing with this, yes, because the grey is very light, means we can use the black almost as a dark grey. So I'm just putting a layer down like as so, and oh, I've got hiccups. Luckily they're quiet ones. I'm sorry, I don't know why, I just had a cup of tea. It doesn't usually give me hiccups, but I actually had some black tea. I usually drink green tea. I don't know if that makes any difference really. So this bit I want to be a little bit darker, so I can hold my pencil a bit further down, be a bit more hard for my pressure. But I want to go back to a light pressure for this bit. And yeah, I didn't record yesterday because my cold was, well, by the time my workman left, it was after 3. Then I had a couple of phone calls to make, and then it was 3:45 and Johanna was on at 4 doing her book tour, so I didn't record. But today she's on, but it's a bit earlier, so I may make it. I may not. I can just catch up later. It's nice to see her live, but I've got a busy weekend, so I need to get on with a few videos for you. And I just wanted to come and colour this picture in because it's nice. So I thought we'd do that. Yeah, and because I don't chat to Johanna or join in the online conversation, I don't sort of miss anything if it's not live really. Although it's always nice to see things live, I think. But as I say, I've got a busy weekend because our kitchen is in a state where we can put things back in the cupboards. So we're going to do that. I've already started doing some of the cleaning. The whole house needs cleaning, as it always does. We always clean on a Sunday normally. So, but because the workmen were making dust, I didn't do a lot. This morning I did the top 2 floors of the house because the dust isn't coming up too much. I actually dusted it all and it wasn't that dusty, and I vacuumed and cleaned the bathrooms and things, so it's all done up there. So then this floor, we've got 4 floors, because we've got a bedroom in the attic. This floor needs cleaning after we've removed all the stuff that's got to go back down in the kitchen, really. I'm trying to do this so it's a little bit lighter in the middle, but I'm not really succeeding very well. I was also following the news because we had some political things going on, but I'm getting a bit bored really with politics. I used to follow it really closely and be really interested in what was going on, but I've come to the conclusion that whoever's leading the country, whoever might be Chancellor, whatever they announce, it doesn't have a huge impact on me as an individual, really. They decide what they decide and we just have to live with it, whatever. So following it in every minuscule detail isn't really going to make much difference. I'll just feel the impact on prices, wages, etc., you know, as I go. Now, this looks quite silvery-ish, and I'm happy with that. I don't want to go in really black. I do like really black bat wings, but because we've got this black background, unless I was to change the colour of the background, I could go over it with a Posca pen or anything and change the colour, but I quite like it with the black, and I quite like that effect with the sort of silvery look. So I'm going to leave that. We are going to do some things that stand out. Now, our trees. Now, on the front cover of the book, look at these trees. They're blue and purple, and I really like them, and I've tried to copy that effect in some of the pictures, and I'm going to have a go at it here for you in case you like it and you want to do it. I'm not sure if I've tried it with the Chromaflow, but it doesn't matter. Excuse me. So I'm going to take the darkest purple, it's called violet, and do the purpley bits. I'm just going to check. So we've got a bit of a darker colour on this side. So I'm going to make that dark and then fade it across to the other side of it. I'm actually going to ad-lib a bit. I'm not going to follow it exactly. Now I like these. I don't normally do trees purple, you know, but when I copied the one from the front cover, the effect, I really liked it, and I thought I would just go with it and do it on a few more. So there are a few purple trees in here, and I think the idea of these is that it's supposed to look like it's night time and it's twilight, or even darker than twilight, so the light's catching the trees in an odd way, and also it's Halloween, so we're a bit spooky, so it's a little bit mystical, which I think is good fun, because I don't like scary Halloween things, but this book is by no means scary at all. It's just lots of fun and cute, so it's just up my street really. So I like that. I like cute Halloween. I don't do Halloween, don't celebrate it, but having an excuse to colour a cute picture, why not? So we've got lilac now, and we're just going to extend the colour across a little bit. I find the lilac in this Chromaflow set is so similar to the violet that sometimes I can't even really see any difference between them, but I'm just using it as a lighter tone to just fade that across a bit, but it could be quite rough. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be exact. Just have fun with your colours. Enjoy the process of colouring and filling in the space. And yeah, I'm sorry for my voice, it sounds odd. It sounds odd to me, it sounds odd to you as well. But our last colour is the magenta. I'm going to use this on the other edge, so I want to I've sort of done some directional colouring on this, so I want to make sure I still do that with the magenta. So I'm looking at my heating's still on, I can hear my boiler. I'm going to go and sort that out, see what I did. I think I set it so that it was high temperature for just today, so I need to go and check that. I'm only just learning how to use my controller because our boiler's fairly new. It was put in about August, and we haven't really used the heating very much. I sort of read the manual, set it up, and then just forgotten all about it. Now you could do some other colours in the trees. I'm going to do a bit of blue as well, I think. Just going to take those highlights across on some of them a little bit, like that. A dark blue. This is the Denim, it's our darkest blue. Just trying to work out if my light's on it is. It's just, I might just put a bit on the ends, like that. You don't have to worry about blending it massively well, because think about this is sort of moonlight hitting the trees, so it's not really an exact science. I think having a bit in the shadow is quite good. Down there, I'll put a bit more down there, and I think in here. There are trees, quite quick. Pumpkin, I can do an orange. The only orange I have is Flame, which makes my choice nice and easy. I'm not sure about the handle yet. I'm going to make the top bit quite dull orange, so I'm going to colour it quite lightly. And the inside, any inside bits that we can see. Like that. And then this bit needs to be bright. Like that. Now the candy sweets inside, I've decided I'm going to do those in metallic. I think some of them would come foiled, and I thought it would be fun, and I thought we'd do the stars and the dots in the sky in metallic as well, and it would sort of tie it all together. I thought that would be a lot of fun, so that's what I'm going to do. I thought this was a basket. I'd already planned on how I was going to do it as a basket, and I've noticed it's a pumpkin. I've got to do it in orange. Well, I haven't got to, but you know, it'd be weird not to, I think. Right, I've done a quick layer. I'm going to get a darker colour. I think this one, the Raisin. Now, this is quite a harsh dark colour, so I'm only going to put a small amount down. I'm going to put a bit at the bottom, really gently, just so it shows just a little bit, like that, and a bit on that edge as well, and it helped to give it a little bit of shape and shadow, which I like. Now this top part is quite, I wanted it dull, but it isn't really showing up, so I'm going to mix it with a bit of this sun yellow to try and make it a bit more vibrant and sort of spread the colour really. I think I'm going to do the handle in silver. I don't know what you would use as a handle on a pumpkin. So now I'm back to my flame, and I'm going to go all over the pumpkin again, blend in that Raisin colour and just make it more vibrant. Now if you want to, you could use some darker colours to emphasise these lines, or put some shadow under the brim, but I think the lines are there do enough for us. We don't really need to do any more. Just want to keep it simple and fun. Again, like my last video, not really up for doing too much, too difficult. I'm just going to put a little bit more orange on there. I think in there might be a bit more shadowed, so it looks orangey rather than yellow. There we go. Ooh. Stop it. Now, okay, let's move on to our fun part. I could use glitter, but I think metallic sort of works better for candies and things. And I'm thinking, should I do the colours to match the picture like that? Or should I do them all sorts of bright colours? I think I'm just going to do them bright random colours, because that's what they would be. Maybe I'll use these for the stars, and then that might explain why they've reflected those colours into the tree. I think I used the pink for the stars. So this is, as I showed you, the Sakura jelly roll. You can buy them singly. So this is hashtag 520, number 520, if you want the pink one individually. I think you can buy them all individually. Every one I've looked for, I've been able to find available. Okay, I'm just going to put that one away for a minute. I am going to do all the stars the same colour. I'm going to use this one, which is number 524 for the dots, and I'm going to work from top to bottom. So in theory, I won't smudge. I say in theory because I know what I'm like. Now, if you want to, you can do different colours, of course, and you can add more, because we've got this black background. You could add more colour, more dots, I mean. I actually think there's quite a lot. So for me, I'm happy with the amount. Sometimes, you know, it varies between pictures. It's quite fun just doing a bit of relaxing pen colouring as well, and not having to think about shade and shadow, just filling in a little block of colour, which is rather fun, especially on a Friday afternoon when I've got a bit of a headache and I'm tired. It's rather nice. Oops, I've been colouring in Rooms of Wonder today. This is back to the purpley one for these dots. I've chosen some pages that I won't do as videos to just colour for myself. So I did the, I know we haven't done the handle of the basket, have we? I've jumped the gun a bit. This is the pink one for the star. I coloured the title page, the copyright page and the information page. I will show you them in my completed videos, so you'll see what I've done. Now the handle of the basket, I was thinking I would do it silver, but you can see how pale this is. I think I'm going to start with a bit of black. I just grab my black, do a bit of black here, just a few lines like that, and a bit here and a bit here, and then take that up but leave a bit of white, and then it looks like it's shiny. Just trying to, there we go. Hopefully that looks a bit silvery. Okay, so we've got our sweeties to do, so I'm going to avoid using these two colours that we've used already. I'm going to use different colours. Now I could use, here is our selection. If you want to keep with the colour scheme, you could just use silver and blue and that would tone in. But we have got orange here and brown, so I think I'm just going to grab and go for it really. I'm going to start with this one which looks red. It's number 522 and I'm going to do this one up here. I can do the outside bits. Oh, that's quite dark, isn't it? And the centre and the outside bit in that colour. And then I'm going to use this colour, which is number 519, to do the other bit. Now I need to be a little bit careful when you're doing the gel pens next to each other, they don't run into each other. These are quite wet, so there's a chance of that, so I'm trying to stay in the line really. It's hard for me to stay in the line, but you know. Now I'm going to use a blue. This is number 536 for this one here. I can do the same sort of thing. So do those bits and that bit in blue. I need a contrasting colour. I might do silver. Oops. Silver is number 553. This one is my most used pen, but I have a spare. Someone kindly sent me a silver, a gold and a white, so that's really good. So I'm running out these before I open the new ones, or else I'm going to get myself in a muddle. But it's nice to know it's there for when I need it. This is number 517, and I think I might just do this thing. I've got no idea what that is, but I'm just going to cover it in one colour like that. Now I'm going to do a green one, number 526. I don't know, I'm telling you the numbers. If you wanted all these numbers, you'd get the whole pack. I would think it would be cheaper. I don't know for sure though, whether it's cheaper. I would guess it was, but... Now here's the black one, which actually I discovered is more like a dark... oh, it does look quite black today. I used it the other day, it didn't look black, it looked silver. I think I'm going to do that there as well. I'm not convinced that was supposed to be part of it, but now I have this colour. Now this is number 529 and I don't think it matches anything else. So I'm going to use it for this bit here, which I can't work out what that is. So I'm just going to colour it like that. Oops, I have my last two pens. We'll do some more colour combos. These are sort of two golds, like an orangish colour. This is the orangish one, which is 554, which I'm going to use here. And then this gold one, which is 551, and I'm going to use it here. Then we've got this one. Actually, I'm going to use the gold again on here, just in that middle bit, and this one, red one, for those bits. Let me move those aside so I know that I've used those twice. I think we'll use this orangey one for this middle bit here. And then this reddish one for the end bit. It's a bit pink that, isn't it? But hey, why not? And then we've got this, I don't know what that bit is, but I'm going to use, we're very near the blue and silver, so I'm not going to use those. I'll use this colour. This is sort of gold. It's number 517, and then I'm going to use this sort of blackish colour, number 549 for that bit, and then this green 526 for this bit, and then I think I'm going to make that do. I've used all my pens, and if I pick it up and turn it to the light, hopefully you can see the metallic glitter. So that was a lot of fun. So there we go, that didn't take us too long. I like the pages in this book for that reason, that they don't take. I'm carefully brushing away. I don't want to get my brush out because I might end up smudging the gel pen. But the joy of this book is that the pictures don't take too long, so they're a lot of fun. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe if you enjoyed it, and happy colouring.